Welcome back to segment number 11 of Scott Sports 101 NFL Draft, round two, night two. We've had some picks come in. With the 75th pick, the Chicago Bears took Kyren Emmendale, tackle out of Yale, and the Denver Broncos took Jonah Ellis, edge from Utah. Now the Las Vegas Raiders on the clock, and their pick is in. And we're about to find out who the selection is right now from a very special guest who's making his way to the podium right now. And let's listen in. Delmar Glaze, Maryland. Tackle. This is an upgrade for him, is right. And he's a third team All Big Ten, started every game last 2 seasons, 14 at left tackle. And he played under control, and he can really put the points up for you. And he has great athleticism, and he can play wide across the field, and he's a really put up some big numbers the last couple of years. And and he's an All Big Ten honorable mention in 2022. And but there you have it, folks. The latest pick in the draft. When we come back, Houston is traded up from 86 with the Commanders. Who are they choosing? And the Houston is traded with the Commanders up to pick 78 from 86. Who will they choose? And we'll find out when the draft comes back on the screen. But I think, and the Browns are about 7 picks away from being back on the clock with that 85th pick. And I hope Andrew Bear and the Browns will take an offensive lineman. But we have had some surprising moves in round 2 and now in round 3 tonight. So we have had a lot of surprises. And this has really been one of those nights where anything has happened. There have been some trades, and I really feel but some picks I feel were better than others, and I just feel that this has been a really fun night. And now as we start to wind down, actually we're sort of right in the middle almost of the third round of the NFL draft. And oh, excuse me. And I really think that with Houston's pick, I think they are going to take a. I think I'm going to say defensive tackle. We'll see. I'll see if I'm right, but we'll see when the draft comes back. And excuse me. And so we will see if I'm right. And but and I really I really think that the Texans will take. They need a defensive tackle. They need a good one. And I really think that is what they need. And well, we'll find out, and hopefully the draft is going to be back on soon. And but this has been quite an interesting night, draft wise, and I really this has been so much fun tonight, and I really now in fact we are about to find out who the Texans are going to take with this pick. On the clock right now at 80th overall. So the Colts pull off a trade. Yeah, and the Colts did pull off a trade with the Texans last night. Texans were 10-7 last season, first in the AFC South, and the offensive ranked 13th. I think that their defense didn't pick us in. We are about to get the selection right now. So let's listen in. In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Kalen Bullock, defensive. They get Kalen Bullock, safety, USC, and I think you take a safety, and that's like a freebie pick, but he is long and lean. He's elite range, and like Marcus Williams, and he's 6'2", 180 pounds, 40-yard dash, and I think it's 40. He's an all Pac-12 first team 2023. I saw this kid play in high school. And he's 2 interceptions in each of his last 3 seasons, 21 through 2023. And he can be the ornament on top of the tree. He can go downhill. He can play inside and outside. He can really run the field and score points for you. He had 9 interceptions, 15 pass breakups in a career with USC. And the last couple of years, and I believe it was their lack of production as a defense that actually. There was deadlock at the production at defense, and a higher ground, and went higher and to try to get this pick. So mightily over the last couple of years, I feel like his stock was hit. And DJ, if he wants to play safety, if they want him to play safety there, you got Jalen Petrie, Jimmy Ward back there. Yeah, and you got a few other guys back there if you want him to play safety. So. Injury coming from you, Atlanta. And we are another guy, and other guys as well. And they already added Lasser. So Lasser, I think, will be the nickel. Lasser be the nickel. That's what I'm talking about, an outside guy. So we're about to find out who the Colts have selected. Zaire Franklin, 7th round pick by Colts in 2018, is going to announce it. Let's listen in. In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Matt Gonzalez, tackle Pittsburgh, they take. And I think he's really he's made a bunch of tackles. Now, let's talk as me. He's really put up and made some big ones with Pittsburgh. And he started 24 of 38 career games with the University of Pittsburgh. And yeah, you got to get out there and go right now. You got to. He has three sacks allowed on 900 pass block snaps in his career, and he can put up some big numbers for you. He's going to be a great addition to the Steelers. And I think this was an easy projection, I think. The RPO. It's sometimes hard to rate these offensive tackles, guys, as you know, when they're constantly in this middle zone of an RPO every single play in college football. But you know what else he's going to have to do? Get used to making your break in different spots multiple times on the same play. So Anthony Richardson back there now. Yeah. That was a manual draft tracker. But that's the old pen and paper out there. And the Bengals are on the clock. We're about to find out the Bengals selection of who they are taking right now. All my Bengals fans up there, what's up? And TJ House Mendoza is going to announce it right now. Let's listen in. Training this kid for a long time, and now he's going to be drafted by the Bengals. So with the 80th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select
Jermaine Burton, wide receiver, Alabama.
They take Jermaine Burton, wide receiver, Alabama. And this was a great choice. They need a wide receiver.
So he might need to be on the scouting staff there for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And he needed to be on the scouting staff, and he was for
really well.
Alabama and for Cincy.
Available right now is because there were some questions about maturity.
And he led team in receiving yards in each of the last two seasons, the 2022 and 2023. And he has 798 receiving yards, 132 receptions, 2,376 yards, 23 touchdowns in his career. Played at Alabama and at Georgia. So now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, and their pick is in. And we're going to find out who their pick is when the draft comes back on the screen. And I think the Seahawks are going to take a I think they're going to take a tackle. I think that's what they need. So I think that's what they're going to take. We'll see. But and I think and because I think Seattle's looking for a tackle. We'll see if I'm right. If my hunch is right on. And right now the Browns are 4 picks away from getting back on the clock for their other pick, pick 85 in round 3. With round 2, as you may know, they took Michael Hall Jr., defensive tackle, Ohio State, which I thought was a great pick. But with this one, I hope they take an offensive lineman with pick 85. So we shall see who they will take. Ooh, excuse me. And but with the pick with Seattle, I think they're going to take a tackle. I think, and I really think that they are. And I really, we'll see if my hunch is right on. And we will, when the draft comes back on the screen in just a moment. And but I really think, I'm hoping that the Browns will take an offensive lineman. Excuse me. And I really think we are about to return to the NFL draft in just a matter of moments. You see Lev McConkey there when he got drafted by and he got drafted by the Commanders and
Jackson Powers Johnson.
So
made him a member of the AFC.
Yes, he did. He made a member of the AFC North or the NFC North, excuse me. And
he is now in the National Football League. Indianapolis moved up and taken, as I mentioned at this pick. This should be a dream in New Orleans, right?
And Seattle's missed the playoffs 2 of the last 3 seasons.
It'll hit you early, it'll hit you late.
And they hired Mike McDonald as their new head coach, and we'll see how he works now since they parted ways and Pete Carroll has retired. And now we're going to find out the Seahawks selection. They have taken with pick 81.
The 81st overall.
And we're waiting for a special guest. The special guest has made his way to the podium.
It's truly a blessing to be standing here in support of these girls as we fight in the state of Washington to make
And Tyler Lockett is presenting the pick. Let's listen in. He's announcing it. Let's listen in.
Washington. Happen. And now, to all the 12s and everybody watching, with the 81st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Christian Haynes, guard.
And they select Christian Haynes, guard UConn. I think they were wanting a guard, and I think this is a good choice for him. Christian Hayes from guard from UConn. And I think Seattle fans like it. He has a second level. He has good control. He has good ball skills. Overall 78, athleticism system 77, production 74. Started 49 to 51 career games, all at right guard. And he also he was right on for that. He was a 2024 Senior Bowl team member.
But Joel, when you watch him, I see Nate Davis.
And the Arizona Cardinals are back on the clock with the 82nd pick in this year's draft, and we're about to find that out in just a matter of moments. So, and I'll let you know who it is right after this. I've got to upload a video. Stay with us. Much more to come.